say what's wrong or right. It's not hard to fool me, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yeah, either way, I follow. No need to say.
Favor family, welcome to the Watchers Chronicles. Just wanted to share some thoughts on Brother Kevin Samuel's passing. I watched his live on IG May the 4th, his last IG. He wasn't himself during that live, to be honest with you, from what I can tell. He allowed a lot of stuff he normally don't allow, and he went a lot longer than he normally would go with people. And he only did 2 interviews. Normally he try to fit in a few more. But this is the brother that inspired me to do the Global Reset series with his program, Winter is Coming. And he was doing a warning to the ladies that the winter is coming. And I'm like, winter is here. So yeah, he's the inspiration behind the Global Reset 3-part series. I care nothing about this guy. And when they were calling him homosexual and all that kind of stuff, and rumors going around, he was lying in bed, or he got caught in bed with a man and all this good stuff. But I wasn't interested in it until I started hearing a lot of hoopla about average is best and winter is coming. That's when I really began to binge watch this guy and try to assess what it was he was talking about. And I was like, when I got there and I said, oh man, it hit me as, man, this brother's talking about stuff that I've been dealing with for the majority of my life, as far as dealing with women and the relationships between men and women, right? So, and he was advocating for men. There's all kinds of women advocates all over the place on YouTube and other arenas of media. We really didn't have anybody who was speaking up on behalf of men, and that's kind of like what drew me in. And of course, everybody has their good and bad points. I didn't focus on the man's, how he was delivering his message. This is YouTube, you understand? And it's part serious nature and it's part lightheartedness, and then there's a lot of serious stuff going on with these. Some of these people are kind of just out there, and I've run across a few of them just making basic videos and trying to explain my understanding of the Bible, which has taken a different level, a whole nother level. Now, I'm not even looking at there's so much in biblical aspects of that word that it's not on one level. It's a multi-level book, and that's not something just one person or a group of people gonna sit up and decide, oh, we're gonna tell this story and write this story. No, this book is deep. It goes very deep. It's too deep to be having a whole lot to be just a few men sitting around writing and making writings. This had to have been divinely inspired and inspired. But back to Brother Samuels, I didn't care anything about him, but once I got there, I got hooked on the videos and watching the videos, because there was a whole lot of information that was coming out that I wasn't aware of, and I was happy to hear is I'm not the only one that's going to these little stores, and these clerks and cashiers acting a fool. Whenever I walk up to the counter, I was going, is there something wrong with me? What's going on with me that's causing these ladies to react? And I mean, we'd be all bubbly with other races of nationalities, and I walk up to the counter and ready to get served, and man, it's a whole lot of stuff going on. So, I mean, facial change and demeanor change, and I kind of I passed it off to like, okay, the lady feel like if she's nice and friendly with me, the way she was nice and friendly with this other person, that she feel like she'd make me feel like she's flirting with me, and then I would end up turning around and flirting with her, and that's not something she's wanting to do. And if this was be with the overall majority of the people, sisters who were cashiering. But come to find out, it's really not the case. It was something deeper going on with those people, and there wasn't nothing wrong with me in my approach. There was something wrong with them. Even though I'd go in there and I'd try, I used to try to, and, hey, put a smile on my face and try to get a smile back. It wasn't working, so I just like, okay, whatever. I know what to expect it now. I'm coming into these places. I know what to expect. But anyway, I watched my brother's live and got up the next morning on the Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May, and there's all kind of rumors circulating the man that passed away. And I was like, oh boy, what's going on here? So I'm going through it, I'm searching, I'm trying to get information, and I finally landed on this chick on this sister's page, Melanie King. And she was in a frantic state at the time, and I was like, okay, this sister seems to be very concerned, deeply concerned about this man, and she's trying to track down what's going on. And I said, I'm going to hang here and just see what kind of information she has, she can find out, because she was making phone calls to hospitals and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, let me just hang in here, because I was hitting a few other channels, and they were like, there's too much going on with some of the other channels that was happening. So I hung in there until she finally got confirmation on the phone call, and I was like, okay, this ain't no rumor. His frat brothers is talking stuff and putting out confirmation. Okay, the brother then passed away, and he'd already been battling that cancer and stuff anyway. And what can you say? Things happen. We're not here to stay forever. And then I start hearing about these celebrations and people celebrating, and I say, okay, it's Cinco de Mayo. Maybe it had nothing to do with Cinco de Mayo. They were celebrating the death of this brother. And I looked past this brother's negative aspects, and I saw the good he was trying to do. That's what I focused in on. Yeah, he do a little bashing in my humble beta mind opinion, but I mean, he was doing stuff lightheartedly. Sometimes shaming is a powerful tool, and you might, and it's times that there's a lot of shaming that goes around. Everybody, just about everybody I know do a little bit of shaming. They'll shame you just, and then when I get shamed, I go back and I try to, let me see, hold up, they laughing at my beard, let me see, I'm going to trim it up a little bit or something, or do a little something, maybe I got a funny look, sometimes I have a mean look on my face, let me go and try to smile a little bit more and make people feel at ease, and shaming works. It's a powerful tool. It's not something for you to just take and feel like you're getting beat down on. It's something for you to take action and say, wait a minute, hold up, look, is there something to this? Why are they making fun of him? Let me do something to change why people are making fun of him. Understand? So I didn't have any problem with that. He played that little you understand, and do a lot of little stuff, but that was all fun and games. The seriousness of it is he was trying to help people to see. He was holding up a mirror to people and said, look at what you're doing. Think about what you're doing and look at yourself. How can you make a change in your own life to get better outcomes than what you're getting? Dude was, and a lot of people want to say he was bashing, but whatever. He was doing the good work. It was coming from a good place, even though he was making fun of a lot of people and he cut you up, especially if you're stepping on him and walking while he's trying to talk and you talking at the same time. He hated that. He hated that with a passion, but he'd come after you with that. That's why I was saying something strange about the last podcast, because sister was trying to overtalk the dude and being, in my opinion, a little disrespectful. She wasn't listening, and he didn't go off like he normally would go off. Wait a minute, we ain't having this tonight. This ain't how we do this. but he didn't go there. And I was like, damn, dude, being real lenient tonight. What's going on with him? And then the strangeness of the way he just ended the show is like, something just wasn't right. So I've been trying to work and finish my series for the past, 2.5 weeks or so. And, man, I can't sit there, I can't focus with the Most High. Don't want me to finish this thing up. And it's a short piece. I don't have to go into detail on it. I'm having trouble trying to get it out. So, I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with this, and because the last piece is dealing with the fall of Adam and the fall of man. And maybe it took for this man to fall, and that now everything there is clear. I can go on and finish this series out and do some other stuff, because I'm actually moving more and transitioning more into the metaphysics and cosmology and astrotheological aspects now. I'm being more pragmatic, more of a naturalist or nature. Dealing more along those lines now. This man was serving his community. I don't care what nobody was saying. He was trying to achieve some outcomes. He had focus groups going on, and he was trying to gain information that would help put relationships together to keep our community from being on the bottom of everything, marital relationships, just relationships in general. But the one thing that used to make me giggle every time he would do it, when he got through with his sister, he'd tap her out and play taps and give his little salute and tap a sister out. But I would giggle in, but now it's time for me to kind of like tap the brother out. Say farewell, rest in peace. They're not going to give you any peace while you're in this life. You're dead. A lot of people are happy you're gone, because you were bringing a huge spotlight on problems within our community, within our relationships between men and women. He was shining such a bright light. People, when he's like covering their eyes, they didn't want to see. And he'd take that mirror and say, here, look at yourself. Look at what you're doing. And he wasn't just handling women bad. He was handling up on the men, too. I couldn't watch some of the stuff he was doing with the men. I had to get away, because he was going in hard on brothers. Yeah, the sister around here talking about he bashing. Y'all see how this dude was going in on men? I couldn't even watch it. I said, God darn, he ain't cutting them no slack. But whatever. People going to see what they're going to see. So I feel like the dude was doing the stuff from a good place, not out of malice and hatred. He was doing things out of a good place. That's all I can say about it. So I'm going to go on and terminate this with a tap out of my brother. I'm going to salute you, but rest in peace, my brother.